Hello, I'm Katie Dean and I'm here today to invite you to join me on an online beading class. We're going to be making a project. In fact, it's this pendant that I'm wearing. It's actually a beaded bead, so you can wear it as a pendant as I'm doing, or you can string this onto whatever kind of beading material you want, or it actually would make a very cool Christmas bauble. I mention that because we're heading into Christmas season gradually, so maybe that's on your mind at the moment. So I'll show you the project in more detail in just a moment. I can tell you now it's made with peyote stitch. You'll be using the circular version of that, and you will be working with size 11 Delica beads or other cylinder beads. So if you're a fan of the Toho Acos or treasure beads, then you can use those as well. But you probably want to know how this online beading class works. Basically, you get lifetime access to this. So it's not like a real class where you just turn up and you have to remember what you're doing and go away and enjoy the memories afterwards. You can actually come and do this as often as you want for as long as you want. You can also work at your own pace and in your own time. So this project is something you can make in an afternoon. So if you want to set aside an afternoon and treat yourself to a beading class, you can do that. But it's also something that you can make in stages. So if you're currently having to grab small portions of time for your beading, you can do that as well. Just keep coming back to this class page and you do whatever part of the class you need to do next. So the materials you get within this are a downloadable PDF tutorial that will give you written instructions, diagrams, photos, so everything you would normally expect from a PDF. But in addition to that, I'm also demonstrating this entire project from start to finish. So that's what makes it rather like a real beading class with a tutor there demonstrating everything for you. And just as in a real beading class, if you get stuck at all, you can ask me questions. You can also start up conversations with other students on the class if you want. All that's done via email comments, so it's nice and simple to use. And I invite you to share photos of what you're creating as well, so we can all enjoy this together. So that's basically how the class format works. Now let me show you the actual project in a little bit more detail. Okay, so here we have the projects. These are basically little beaded beads. What is a beaded bead, you might be asking? Well, it's basically an object that's made out of beads to form one large bead that you can string. So you'll see we've got holes through here, so you could string it like that. You can also, as you've already seen me wearing, add a bail to it and use this as quite a statement pendant. And as I just suggested, these would make great Christmas baubles. They're basically about 3 centimetres wide, but you're also going to learn how you can resize these. So you can make this version smaller or larger, very, very simply, just using the techniques you're going to be learning in the class. Now, they're made out of size 11 Delicas or Aco beads, so cylinder beads. This one I made using the Delicas. Got nice blocks of colour going on in this one. This comes out very slightly larger with the Toho Aco beads, and we've got a completely different pattern going on here. And a third, the one that you've just seen me wearing, again, even more variations in the pattern, as you can see. So that's also something that I will be showing you, the colours that I've used, the patterns that I've used, and giving you help with creating patterns and designs of your own. So lots of options here. You're going to need a total of 7 grams of your Delica or Aco beads. So you might do this all in one colour with just one tube of beads, Or you might use this as an excuse to use up lots and lots of odds and ends. I mean, you can really get as colourful as you want in all of these. They're much simpler to make than you are probably imagining. You're going to be working in circular peyote stitch, and as I've just said, I'll be demonstrating everything on video. I also have really detailed instructions in the PDF, so you've got diagrams to show you thread paths, detailed step-by-step photos to show this all coming together. So really lots and lots of resources there, whatever level of experience you've got. I would suggest this is probably best for someone who has done a bit of peyote stitch before, but it's not an advanced project. An improver to intermediate level should be able to cope with this, as long as you're happy following instructions and reading my guidance. So these are really a lot of fun to make, and I hope that they are going to be something that you will enjoy as well. So I hope that after watching this, I'm going to be welcoming you onto the class. Certainly, I very much look forward to seeing you there and to sharing how to make these wonderful beaded beads with you.